Full warning, again, I've got the same setup as I did in my previous video. There are pigs between us, and now that I'm talking out loud to a camera, they are disturbed. Buddha, are you gonna settle down? Are you gonna settle down? Yeah, that's right. You lie down. Oh, he just yawned. So I best just start with the book that I'm currently reading. This one right here. This one is called Perfume, the Story of a Murderer. I've heard of this book for a while now. I know there's a movie adaptation of the book. There's no particular reason why I haven't watched the movie yet. I wasn't waiting to read the book first. I haven't gotten around to it. But the book got there first, and I'm reading it right now. I'm actually a good ways of the way through the book right now, as you can see. The book itself is not very, very long, but the writing is amazing. The author is Patrick Susskind. I haven't read any of the books by him other than this one so far. He is amazing though at writing. And the overall synopsis of the story I'm going to give right here is, it is about an orphan child named Jean-Baptiste Grenouille and his way through life, and I guess his eventual descent into murdering. And he's obsessed with scents. He has this remarkable nose and he could just smell everything and anything. Even stuff that you wouldn't think you could smell, he apparently is able to smell it. The reading is not too difficult, but it's also not overly easy. It's that happy medium where you can read the book without having to pause and like translate what you've read. If you've been thinking of picking up this book and reading it, definitely go and do so. It's so far really, really good. The second book I picked up is, of course, another Star Wars book. Whenever I go into a bookstore nowadays, it seems very difficult for me to not walk out with a Star Wars book. This one here is called Star Wars Catalyst, a Rogue One novel. So the idea is that this is a prequel to the Rogue One movie / book, because I have read the Rogue One book. This book is a prequel to the prequel. There's a laugh there somewhere, I'm sure. As far as I know, which is just coming from reading the back of the book, this is going to be about Jyn Erso's family before her dad defects from the First Order. So I guess during the time he was developing the technology that they were going to use in the Death Star. So just that during that time, which is apparently right after Revenge of the Sith. I love Jyn Erso as a character from Rogue One, so I'm really excited again to learn more about her, and now also learn about her mother and father and their reasonings behind what they did, and especially her father. And to learn a little more about her mother too, because her mother was a very mysterious character in Rogue One. We didn't know too much about her, and hopefully she will become more fleshed out in this. And the same with Galen Erso. I hope he becomes more fleshed out in this book. He was pretty fleshed out in Rogue One, but he was the wronged father who was trying to redeem himself in some form or manner in the eyes of his daughter in that book / movie. So I'm hoping that this book will give him even more depth as a character and a person. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to show the next two books that I got together because they are kind of related. These are the Veronica Mars mystery novels. After the revival movie, Rob Thomas and Jennifer Graham wrote some novels. The first one is this one here, The $1,000 Tan Line, which I have read. I have it on my Kobo over there, and I loved it. I think it was quite a few years ago I read it though now, so I'm probably going to just reread it because I have the book. I loved the Veronica Mars TV show because there were so many twists and turns and you could never really know where things were going, and the books I felt really kept true to that whole mystery vibe that the TV show gave off. So when I was reading this one for the first time, I remember that I was just gobsmacked when you came to like the end and there was like that twist ending and you're like, oh my god, I could never have thought of that. Now maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but that's what I'm remembering right now. So I'll reread it and we will see. This one here is their second one, which is Mr. Kiss and Tell. I have no idea what this one is about, but I'm hoping it's going to be really good because I remember the first one being amazing. I haven't even read the back. I can read the back right now. The Neptune Grand has always been the seaside town's ritzy hotel despite the shady dealings and high-profile scandals that follow its elite guests. When a woman claims that she was brutally assaulted in one of its rooms, then smuggled out and left for dead by a staff member, the owners know that they have a potential power keg on their hands. They turn to Veronica to disprove the woman's story. But the case is a convoluted mess. The accused employee is no longer in the country. The security footage shows the woman entering the hotel, but there is no evidence that she ever left, and the victim is someone from Veronica's past who has no good reason to trust her. As Veronica works to fill in the missing pieces, the one thing that becomes clear is that a dangerous predator is still on the loose, and that he's one step away from striking again. So that sounds like a good read. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I think there's supposed to be a third one eventually coming out. I'm not too sure, but hopefully there will be. The next book I picked up probably will have a couple of you rolling your eyes, but I'm really excited about it. This one is Five Nights at Freddy's, The Twisted Ones. A bit of a story here. When Adam and I first started going out, he introduced me to the Five Nights at Freddy's horror games. I didn't personally play them, I just watched other people playing them, and I got really excited because I saw through the gameplays of other people that there was a lot of lore and stuff happening in this game, and then through that, because he saw that I was really excited, Adam introduced me to the Game Theorists, where Matt Pat on the Game Theorist does tons of theories, and he does quite a few on Five Nights at Freddy's. So whenever there is a new theory video by Matt Pat on the Game Theorist channel that is about Five Nights at Freddy's, Adam and I are always tuning in and watching it. So I learned about the new books that Scott Cawthon has written about the franchise in relation to the franchise, as they're kind of related to the games, I think, and I've been wanting to pick them up. Unfortunately, the first book in the series, what is it called, Silver Eyes, was not at my bookstore. I'm going to eventually get it, but I'm starting with the Twisted Ones, which for some of you might just be like, why would you start with the second book? I've watched Matt Pat's theory, so I kind of know what happens in the books a little bit, and I could probably fill in the blank spaces because I read up on Five Nights at Freddy's because it interests me so much, even though I've never played the games. One last book, and I'm monumentally excited about this one. It's the Valerian comic books. This one is from their complete collection. It's the first volume of the complete collection. I think there's in total maybe 4 volumes of this complete collection, which I think has all the stories in it. But volume 1 has, let me see, volume 1 has the stories Bad Dreams, The City of Shifting Waters, and Earth in Flames, and the one that they've adapted the movie from, The Empire of 1,000 Planets. I'm super excited to have this and super excited to get in and start reading this comic book because, as I've learned, this is the comic book that inspired Star Wars, and as I said earlier in this video, I am wild about Star Wars. So for me personally, I'm really excited to be reading the comic books that inspired Star Wars. So it's just a bit of a special experience that I get to now enjoy, and for those who are like, oh, it inspired Star Wars, it's even written in the book. They've got a whole bunch of pre-chapters here, and there's a whole page right here that shows pictures from Star Wars and their Valerian counterparts. So like the whole Leia metal bikini, I think it's like right here. I just find it completely amazing because these stories did come out before Star Wars, so it's just can't even describe to you with words how excited I am. And that's the end of my little book haul. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know it's a bit different than my usual makeup-like related haul videos, but I am a giant book nerd, so I do go out and buy books on the occasion. And I thought it'd just be fun to share with you what books I got, because maybe now you've learned of some possible reading material for yourselves, and you'll be going out and picking them up at your bookstore or local library or whatever. Maybe I should start thinking about doing book reviews on my channel. If you would like to see some book reviews, then give this video a like or leave a comment down below saying that you want to see some book reviews. And if you want to see some book reviews, then leave me some book titles. I guess I'll read them and get back to you on what I thought about them. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off now because I would like to go and read some more of this one here. Maybe I'll probably just finish it soon. In the next 2 days I'll be done and I'll be on to something else because I've got a lot of stuff to read now. Not like I didn't have enough before. Alright guys, bye!